My name's Maegan and I started going to the Revolution about 7th grade when my friend Alana brought me, and then I just kind of stopped for a while. I had a pretty rough childhood going back and forth in schools. It happened so fast each time. I never stayed in one school for more than like 2 years. When I was at home and I was little, I didn't really know what was going on. I was practically clueless. Some bad stuff was happening between my mom and my dad. He was an alcoholic, and my mom decided that she didn't want me growing up in a household with that. Around the age of 8, it got really bad. So when I was 9, we moved to Corvallis, away from my dad. It was a game changer for me. I started realizing that I had to grow up and no one else around me was doing the same. So it was just kind of difficult for me to process it because it felt like I got a bunch of grenades thrown at me. I decided that since I was getting older, I should probably try and, fit in. And I wasn't in the right group at all because they were the type of people that would smoke cigarettes and do drugs and drink. Being around those people, I got forced into some stuff that no one would be proud of. I decided I didn't like myself, so I started to eat less and try and act more like the cool kids. I just kept doing the wrong things. In 6th grade, on my 12th birthday, my grandma passed away, and she was my best friend. I would talk to her every single day after school. I always looked up to her. That was an extremely hard time for me. I was in denial for a solid year. Losing my grandma probably took me farther away from everybody in my family, and definitely God. He was hardly on my mind. That's where the Revolution came in, and I started to go back. For the first time, I had saw one of my friends that first brought me to the Revolution and that I had been in missionettes with. I saw those girls, and I was like, oh hey, I remember these guys. They were really cool and they were really close to God. I would see Autumn and CJ. They would greet me every time, and they really made an effort to keep me coming and make me feel a part. Since then, I've become more involved in the church, and I've really found my place, and I've just all around become happier. When I don't have anywhere else to go, I know I can call up half the people here and know that they'll be there for me. After a huge heartbreak, the heartbreak made me come here and realize that there's hope yet. I can bounce back from this. And it kind of drove me to get close to God. He's really there. He knows. And he's my dad. I'll always have him, no matter what. Things that are bad do happen, but it's not God's fault. It's the process that brings you back to God or to God. As heartbreaking as that process was, I do not regret it one bit.
What would you say to the people who've given for these past 6 years, they've given money and they've given their prayers to make it possible for us to reach kids like you and to help you, through your situations.
I wouldn't be here without you. All the kids wouldn't be here without you. We wouldn't have a youth group. We wouldn't be able to reach so many kids. There's just something about this place that you guys have made that just makes it a safe place for kids, that we can just come here and that we can learn about God. There wouldn't be a revolution without you.